Everybody alive should watch this video. If you don't want to get in trouble in 2025, watch this video. It's going to change your life. And at the end, I'll tell you something you're going to do in your phone to avoid trouble. So first of all, everybody in your life can be divided into 4. Okay. So take a sheet of paper and draw this line. All right. Just draw this line. And then when you draw it, you put, you have givers, right? You have multipliers, you have takers, and you have dividers. Everybody in your life must fall into either of these. Now, the givers are the people that always give you. All right. The simple way to know is what's the highest amount of money in your bank account. So let's say that money is 1 million naira. Okay. Let's say it's on 1 million naira, the highest money in your bank account. So now this money, the givers are the people that you can call now, right now on the phone and say, please, I need 1 million naira. Please, I really need it urgently. And they will be able to send it. Not because they have it, but because you need it. Who are those people? So I want you to write their names here. Mr. John, Mr. James, Mr. This. Write it. Okay? Usually 3 to 5 is okay. Now, of course, if you have a longer sheet, you can add more. The multipliers are the people that will do just one single thing in your life and your life changes completely. That guy that sat you down and gave you one advice that changed your whole life, changed the trajectory of your life, the direction your life was heading. That's a multiplier. The guy that paid your school fees, paid through your school, made sure that you are somebody today, the one that opened the shop for you, you know, the mentor that called you and said, hey, you're suffering too much, move to this other country. And it turned out to be a great idea. You know, these are multipliers and there are many of them. So write them out. Mr. James, Mr. John, Mr. and Mrs. Janet, multipliers, not givers. Now, takers are the people that 100% of the idea they bring to your head is how money is going to leave your pocket. If they're there, it's like the devil talking in your ear. They'll be like, why not? Why not just buy land? Why not just buy a house? Why not just use this car? Your car is bad. Why not just buy a new car? Now, if it's me, I cannot take it though. Why not just, before you know it, you're spending, spending, spending. Somebody that doesn't have a car, they will enter your car and all of a sudden, they don't like the sound of your car. Your car is shaking. They don't like the sound. What is making this noise? Why not go and buy a new car? All right. Their ideas will always take something out from you. And the thing is that they may not be coming from a bad intention place. If you compare it to givers, how a giver will approach that is that they will say, okay, let me support you so you can buy a new car. You know, how much do I support you with? How much do you have saved? That's a giver. A multiplier will give you a better idea. Wait, I'll connect you to somebody that sells cars. They can give you this car and you pay gradually. Or there's a business, a contract I'm going to give you. Once you finish the contract, once you're able to do the contract, you will make money to be able to buy or replace your car. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but a giver has no idea about how you're going to raise the money. A taker, they don't have any idea. They're just going to give you an idea that will take money from your pocket. Another thing that takers do is that every time they call you, they're always billing you. So takers are also known as billers. They always need money. They are needy. If you meet a true taker that is in their full element, if you and the taker exchange number today, they will have a problem that you need to solve. Today, their landlord wants to kick them out. Today, they want to pay school fees or they will die. Today, their grandmother is sick. They need money from you today. That's a taker. And sometimes, the funny thing is that sometimes these takers are in the family. Is your younger brother, your younger sister, your elder brother, your father, your mother, your uncle, your cousin. Just because they feel you have the money, they will keep taking and taking. Takers have no limit. Anytime you want to surprise this taker by giving them higher, they will now take that high as a new base. That's why you don't surprise takers. You don't ever surprise takers. Because if you say, okay, this guy is asking me for 100,000, but I can actually afford to give them 500,000 so that they will solve their problem once and for all. If you give them that 500,000, what you will notice next time is that they will ask you for 600,000 because to them, 500,000 is now the new base. Some takers are too takey that if you give them money right now to surprise them, they'll make a U-turn right now and ask you for more now. Do you understand? Example, I once gave a gate man money, like 10,000. He asked me for small money. Usually I would have given 1,000, but I said, hey, let me do Christmas for this guy. I gave him 10,000. And I parked my car, went into the office complex. When I was coming out, this guy blocked me again and said, please, his wife just gave birth. And they say he has to pay 50,000 at the hospital. Bro, it didn't take 30 minutes for this guy to bill me again. Double twin billing within 1 hour. The 10,000 I gave him, he has not finished thanking me for it. He's already coming up with some 50,000 naira bill. And this is how takers think. They don't care about you or your life or your dying. They don't care. What they care is about themselves, and they need something. And what I want to tell you is that it's not your fault that a taker needs something. It's not your fault, okay? You're not the Messiah. Once you do the one you can do, you let it go. Now let's look at the last one before I tell you what to do in your phone. The dividers. The dividers are people that come into your life and they totally wreck it. They totally destroy your life for what it is. They derail you. Picture your life as a train heading to a certain direction. Now, a taker will add load on you, on that train, making it slow down. Okay, making it a bit harder to get to the destination. But you're still heading to the destination now, but you have to carry the takers along. For every salary that drops into your bank account, you have to pay this person's school fees, that person's school fees. You have to settle this one, settle that one, tip this one, tip that. Those are takers, right? But a divider would derail you and make you lose that job. A divider will go to your job and fight you at the office so that they will sack you. Haven't you seen a wife doing that? A wife that will go to the office of the husband to fight the husband so that they will sack the man from office. That's a divider. She wants to wreck him. Do you understand? Some will take you to court and fight and fight and fight and fight so that they will destroy and take everything you have. That's a divider. You understand? It happens with women too. Some will give you a woman. Imagine a woman meeting a guy once and boom, you have HIV. You have some incurable disease. STD. If you are lucky, it's a curable STD. If you cure from that person, from that STD, run. So dividers will give you wrong advice that if you implement it, dividers will give you information that you don't need. But once you follow on that information, your life is wrecked. They'll come and tell you, do you know I saw your husband with a lady around the hotel, in the restaurant? Boom, that information has ruined your life because now you start suspecting the man. And true, the man may not be cheating. It might be his work colleague. But a taker has whispered, a divider. Now you start quarreling the man before you know a divorce has happened. A divider will come and give you, why are you listening to this man? You are a strong, independent woman. Let divorce this man. This, that. Do you know where you are? You are in UK, women empowerment. That's a divider. Once you follow their advice, you are totally wrecked. Totally wrecked. So you can identify dividers by the negative impact they have in your life. So when you have dividers, what do? You totally cut off from dividers completely. There is no, under any condition would you discuss with them. Even if they are your family members, any chance you give them will always return as a regret in your life. Do you understand? So this is what you do in your phone. Pick up your phone. These names you wrote here, remember to write down the names of the dividers. These names you wrote here, beside their, edit their names and add what they are. So now this guy is a giver. So let's say his name is John. John, you put a giver in capital letter. James, giver. Janet, giver. All right. Same thing with here. Say this is a multiplier. You can say Jane, multiplier. Adams, multiplier. You understand? You put multiplier in capital letter. Just edit the way you wrote their name on your contact and add what they do. Multiplier. Same thing with taker. You can put it biller. Takers are always sending you bills for you to pay. All right. They call it the black tax if you're a black man. Dividers, you write it there. Divider. Tommy, divider. Shoma, divider. What do you call it now? John, divider. Like that. The people that have totally almost wrecked your life. People that derailed you completely. So once you have their names like this, whenever a call comes in, you instantly know where this person falls and decide whether to pick it or not. Number one is you don't have to pick the phone calls of takers. They can't benefit anything in your life. You're just doing it out of goodwill. All right. So, and the first person you should do goodwill for is yourself. You give out of your own convenience, not their own emergency. Understand what I'm saying? This might be difficult for some people to understand, but let's say I have 50,000 naira to feed today, and out of that 50,000, I want to use 20,000 to apply for my jam. And somebody calls me and say there's an emergency, oh, I need 20,000 naira to buy a gold chain. That's their own convenience. For me, I don't have that 20,000 naira to give you. You understand? It's not a real emergency to me. So when a taker's call is coming, you can afford to ignore it. There's nothing will happen if you ignore the call of a taker, because they will always bill you. That call is for billing. Hello, how are you doing? Hope everything is fine. Please, there's this thing I have. There's this problem I have. I need money for. Nothing will happen if you ignore the call of a taker, because the way they are calling you, they are also calling other people. You think you're important. They call you because you're important and you're the only person. No, that's the way they call other people. Some already have prepared messages. They will send any guy that says hello. Once you exchange number, the next day they will copy that and paste to you. My great grandmother is about to die. She needs kidney transplant of 50 million. Any amount you can give me. One way to know a taker is when you ask them how much you need, they will say any amount. That any amount a taker. All right. So you avoid the cost of billers and take it only at your convenience, and you help them only at your convenience, right? Not theirs, not their emergency, because they will always come up with emergencies. Dividers, completely avoid them. Don't take their call. Don't get in a meeting with them. If you see them walking on the road, turn the other side. Don't have anything to do with destroyers. Don't respond their messages, because destroyers, they always have ingenious ways to destroy. You might be chatting with them, they are screenshotting. The reason they are making you to talk in that chat is so that they will screenshot it and look for where to post it and destroy your name. Now, what I want you to do in this year we're entering is foster your relationship. Grow your relationship with these two categories, the givers and the multipliers. These are the people that will help your life. If your life is not helped, you cannot help the takers. Okay? And the takers are usually dependent on you, right? And this whole thing I'm talking about is about money, right? You can do it for happiness too. People that give you happiness, multiply your happiness, people that take happiness away from you, and people that give you sadness, something like that. But we're talking about money, financial prosperity. So go to your WhatsApp, create a broadcast list, not a group, broadcast list on your WhatsApp, and add all the givers. Call it givers. Okay? But I want you to add a word, the garden. So call it Givers Garden. Okay? Because you need to nurture it. And multipliers garden. So you have to now add all the multipliers and all the givers. Now they don't know you are adding them because that's a broadcast list. If you add them on a group, all of them will see themselves. And that's a total mess. Okay? You add them on multipliers, right? Okay. So now you have all these people on multipliers, right? You have these two groups. You nurture it. It's like a garden. You grow it. So every few days or few weeks, you send them a message. Good morning, sir. Hope everything is fine. One message and all of them will get it. Okay? During events, you send them gifts. Like during related celebrations, you can just send one or two of them. You start as your money can take, right? Send them a t-shirt. Buy a nice t-shirt, high quality. Send. Nice shoe, high quality. Send if you know their size. Wristwatch, all these smart watches. Things you can afford that will be good for them, or even if they're not using it, they can give it to other people. So you buy these things and send as a gift to them, because what you are growing the whole thing. So after doing all these things, what you will notice is that any day you have a problem, the givers will always come to help. But then the thing is that multipliers always know more than they are able to give you. But when they see that you are good, anytime an opportunity comes, they will channel it your side, and that opportunity will totally change your life. That's why multipliers are special. Okay, so occasionally you want to call them once every month, maybe the last weekend of every month, you pick up a phone call. One Saturday like that, call 5, 6 people just to know how they're doing. So this is how you want to structure your life this year. All right. If you're at this point, you're not following me, make sure you follow me. All right. Click on my name, go to my page, follow and watch my other videos, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think in the comment section before. Have you ever witnessed a divider that wrecked you? Or have you ever witnessed a multiplier that you are ignoring? Most people are not furthering and watering their multiplier garden. You know, they are not growing their garden. This multiplier list has to be growing every day, every event you go, every new person you're connected to, you want to grow this multiplier list. So you connect more to multipliers. It will make your life more successful. The reason people are billionaires is not because they have the money. It's because they have so many other billionaires who are willing to come to their rescue. They have so many billionaires in their contact. That's why they are billionaires. It's not just about financial. So make sure you follow me and let me know what you think.